Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with this week's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey, the home of Kibitz and Yentes. And in case you don't know what those terms mean, the home of gossip and nosy bodies. So let's hop right in. So, first of all, the nominees for this week's Wackadoodle of the Week awarded. So, who do you think, guys? Is it Gabe, who totally forgot that Sean was the host of the tell all and tried to take over for tell all duties and was asking all the questions and being nosy and poking into everyone's relationship? Or Nicole, who just wanted world peace? She just wants everyone to get along. She's crying, snot coming out of her nose, and the whole 9 yards. So, who's the bigger wackadoodle? Gabe, who forgot he's a cast member and tried to take over as host, or Nicole, Miss I just want everyone to get along? Drop me a comment and let me know what you think. And last week, Chris won by a landslide for many, many, many obvious reasons. Now, speaking of Chris and wackadoodles, one of my lovely, adorable, cute, I cannot come up with enough adjectives for her, did this adorable TikTok for me. And I'm going to share it with you guys. And yes, this is literally Chris in every episode. So hang on. And this put such a big smile on my face. I had to share it with you guys. So this is Chris and her wackadoodle self every episode.
It's wackadoodle time. It is whack-a-doodle time. It's wackadoodle time. It is whack-a-doodle time. It's wackadoodle time. It is whack-a-doodle time.
Yes, it is wackadoodle time. Every time Chris is on, wackadoodle time. So, Miss Nicole wanting world peace, looking pensive, and quite frankly, with the same expression she always has. Sean looking fantastic as usual, and Danielle in her camouflage jacket and kind of looking constipated. Maybe she needs a cleanse. I don't know. Now, Gabe, he posted some comments that are disgusting and really trollish, disgusting trolls. So Mariah, British Tom, Dorsey's ex, well, she posted these comments about trolls being disgusting and, showed her support for Gabe and being there for him. So Gabe showed his support for Tom and Mariah. So a bunch of support going all around. And Isabel looking beautiful. I love this wedding dress. I just love this whole look. And if it wasn't for this guy, Gabe and Isabel would have never met. So we have this dude to thank. Remember, we have him to thank. We have Miss Debbie. I just love her. When she gave Nicole a hug during that tell-all scene when Nicole was sobbing and the snot coming out of her nose, you just felt the love and compassion in her heart. Miss Debbie just wants to love everybody and just sees the best in everybody, even Chris. So we have Miss Debbie in front of some of her artwork, Julian getting a kiss from a doggy, and I don't know, whatever this means from Jen. She was trying to argue with Vanilla Ice, but hey, Miss Debbie even sees the best in Jen because she thinks that Jen and Julian will make a great couple. We have Osama in some of his poetry, and guess what? Osama now has a YouTube channel and he wants all of us to subscribe to it. And if you want to learn a little bit more about Miss Debbie, please check out my article on wordonthestreetreality.com. And If you want to learn more about Chris and her family drug connection, check out my article on wordonthestreetreality.com. And after we're done with the tell-all, we're starting a new season of B90. Want to know who's returning besides Jasmine and Gino? The new cast, new faces, because they're the only familiar faces. Check out my article on wordonthestreetreality.com. Now, Love in Paradise this week. Oh boy. Valentine and Carlos, they broke up. Now, Carlos is sitting here having a good time with a mozzarella stick, but on TV, him and Valentine broke up. So if you have any questions, drop it to him. He's answering any and all questions about the breakup. Now, we saw E. Scott and Lydia on a date that was really, really awkward because of translator issues and because he decided to do some stretching exercises after the date, like as they were walking away from the restaurant. And Lydia was looking at him like he was kind of local. So, E. Scott, I don't know, just saying. And we have Jessica, the one that's pregnant with Juan. And Jordan, you know, this is really interesting. Starcasm shared a story with some of Jordan's mugshots, and it seems like, you know, Jordan is, well, let's see how the story develops. On social media, on TV, Jordan seems to be an interesting character. Let's stay tuned. And last season, Love in Paradise, we have Mariana finishing out her school year, and we have Amber and Daniel. Happy birthday to David, 55 years young. And we have Amber. Happy second year anniversary to Kenny and Armando, one of the cutest couples on 90 Day. But Kenny, I think you need to simmer down a little bit on Pillow Talk. Just saying. And Lauren and Libby finally met up in person. Two Pillow Talk castmates haven't met up yet. Live in the same state. Finally get to meet up in person. Veronica, I love this look. Fresh face, not so much makeup, beautiful smile. More Pillow Talk cast members, Kalani and Colini. And I love these two as well. Now, it seems like Larissa is taking a photo tour through Vegas. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but she has been spotted with Mama Debbie, of all people, and her current man, Tony, and Mariah. Again, we have Mariah, British Tom's girlfriend, Mariah, with Larissa. So Larissa has apparently been taking a photo tour through Vegas, and hey, apparently she is sweet, nice, approachable, and all those adjectives. Who would have thunk it? And speaking of women in Colty's life, his current wife, Vanessa, is trying to plan his birthday. But considering that he's still healing from his broken leg from falling off a trampoline, she doesn't want to have him injured again. So she's wondering if a half-a-day rafting trip would be too dangerous for him. And another woman in Colty's life, Jess, remember the fiery redhead? She's looking fantastic, in my honest opinion. Julia, as in Brandon and Julia, another Pillow Talk couple. Well, apparently, she's been going through some ish. Her documents were stolen. She can't get any help from the authorities, and she's not a happy camper, but she's wishing her dad a happy birthday. Ziad is going tubing with his family, hanging with his brother, and Rebecca is having some mom and daughter time with her daughter Tiffany They got to go out to a movie. They did some shopping. Great mom and daughter bonding time. Speaking of moms and daughters, we have Dorothy's daughter, Aniko, with a beautiful collage of pictures of herself. And then, of course, we have her mom, Darcy, reminding all of us that she has a OnlyFans that we need to subscribe to. And we could get free shipping from House of 11 for this weekend only, Memorial Day weekend. Now, her aunts are doing something. Not quite sure what they're doing with their filters, if they're getting more, if they're dissolving them, if they're doing some type of new chemical peel, but they're going to this aesthetics med spa place, and this is what they're looking like now. Okay, so I have no clue. Yeah. So Yara held a question and answer session. So these were the interesting ones that I decided to share. And I decided to share the one where she reveals her natural hair color because she shared a baby picture of herself. We have Kelly looking absolutely fantastic. And we have Molly at a Libby Ray event, it seems like, with Mimi Faust from Love and Hip Hop. This is the reason why I share this picture, because Molly is hanging with Mimi Faust from Love and Hip Hop. Interesting. And of course, it wouldn't be Oy Vey without Memphis and Hamza, but I don't have neither Memphis nor Hamza this week. I have Hamza's mom. We all loved Hamza's mama. Remember her? So she is Hamza's princess, and we all loved her as well. And of course, it wouldn't be 90 Day Oy Vey with a little bit of Jimena WTF, but it's not Jimena WTF this week. It's Jimena Aw, because she shared a picture of her with her boys taking a nap. So it's Jimena Aw this week. And speaking of awe, happy birthday to Liz's daughter. She turned 10, and apparently it was also Liz's birthday last weekend. So it was both of their birthdays last weekend. So happy birthday to Liz and her daughter. And speaking of awe, Becky, Libby's sister gave birth to a daughter, and her name is Saga. So, Lady Saga. And we have Libby's daughter, Ellie, putting makeup on her baby cousin. So all I have to say is all around. And we have Kobe and Damile's children. We have Coben on his first day of school and his last day of school, and Scarlett is toilet training herself. And we have Jabri and his best friend, David. Remember them? They got into a big fight on his season of 90 Day in the studio. They were like body slamming each other. Well, they're still BFFs, so that's good to know. That big fight didn't break their friendship. And we have Ari and Benny making some weird faces. But Ari wants to know, should she get braces? Drop me a comment and let me know if you think Ari should get braces or not. Because for some reason, she wants us to let her know. We have Shida and Bilal hanging out in the sunshine because they missed the beach. And, you know, I keep saying this over and over. Nicole, if you need any help, if you need inspiration on how to dress as a Muslim woman in the United States, hit Shida up. Look at her on the beach. Look at her out at dinner. Beautiful, stylish. Hit her up. I'm sure she can help. Happy Victoria Day from Laura. Stephen, I know I bust your chops about the facial hair, but hey, if you could stand there, holding those clothes for your wife as she's trying them on, then yes, you are a best husband. And Dean, if you're sleeping with your son having you in a headlock, then yes, I agree. Maybe you need to double check the sleeping arrangements in your house. Just saying. Now, do you guys remember Jasmine and Blake? Okay, these two. Well, apparently, Jasmine is now hanging out with Natalie. Okay, check this out. Like, where the hell did that come from? Where did this friendship come from? But yes, they're hanging out together. And the other thing I wanted to show you guys, which I threw in at the last minute, which explains why my slides are out of order, is do you guys remember Ashley, as in Ashley and Jay? Well, last summer, her salon was broken into, ransacked, and they arrested someone. Well, the guy was, free on bail and whatever, and was waiting to go to trial for breaking into her salon. It turns out that he also killed someone. So Ashley shared this to her, to her story right before I was gonna log on. So I threw this in. So this is kind of like a wow, oh my goodness moment. So yeah. So I still want to know why Jasmine and Natalie are hanging out. Are we going to see Jasmine on a future season of something? But yeah, these two are hanging out. Interesting. So we have Katie and Alejandro from 90 Day UK. And speaking of 90 Day UK, for those of you that watched it, do you remember Sean and Victoria, the guy from Japan? Well, he's basically saying the whole storyline was fake. He never intended on living in the UK. They're not returning for a second season, so he's spilling all the beans. He posted it to his Instagram in a long reel. So basically, I'm gonna give you guys the cliff notes. He was actually going to the UK to rescue Victoria and to bring her back to Japan, but he never intended on living in the UK. The whole ex-wife storyline was bullshit, and everything was just bullshit. And that's it. Perini, train wreck. This caught my eye in her story. She just wanted to blast somebody that was lying about her taking drug and alcohol tests. And do you guys remember Courtney and Antonio? Well, Courtney held a question and answer session on her stories, and apparently she takes naps when she feels lonely. She eats. She advises you to occupy your time by, doing dating apps, Netflix, reading, doing side hustles, etc. She's not trying to get pregnant right now, FYI. But one thing I do have to say is, Sinjin, I'm glad you're going to Japan, and I hope you put your penis away before you get there, please. So, before I sign off, I just wanted to say I appreciate all you guys, my followers, my viewers, my subscribers. Thank you so much for all your support. But sometimes I feel like I'm here trying to worsen an already tense situation with some unwanted humor. But hey, I'm just a little princess with some anger issues. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Please hit that like button and share my video with a friend or 10. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.